comic books. I feel like Falcon is a good character, but he's good side character, not a good main character. I get that he's trying to replace Captain America, and the cast they are trying to build as the Avengers, they are very much struggling to do that right now due to the characters they have at hand to be able to beat these new tyrants coming to beat them in their new movies. You're tuned in to Sovereign Showdown, and now we're about to showdown right now. This is me, Mr. Imagination, with Dean Richards and Paul Nelson. We're all co-collabing right now to give you a Sovereign Tier Showdown. What are we talking about today, guys?
Welcome to Sovereign Showdown. Drop a comment, subscribe and hit the bell to always be reminded of our latest videos.
Now, who did it best? What do you think about the new Captain America film? Me personally, when I watched the film, I was thinking to myself, I was looking at some of the posters, I'm thinking, how is this shield like being able to handle the fist of Red Hulk? It didn't make sense to me. I feel like his body should have got crippled by the weight. But honestly, I just feel like, you know, they just didn't do Red Hulk white. Like, he just didn't have the same aesthetic as I've seen in comic books. I feel like Falcon is a good character, but he's good side character, not a good main character. I get that he's trying to replace Captain America, but I feel like Steve Rogers is pinnacle for that movement, and the cast they are trying to build as the Avengers, they are very much struggling to do that right now due to the characters they have at hand to be able to beat these new tyrants coming to beat them in their new movies.
So you're saying that you don't like Anthony Mackie? You don't like the new Captain America?
I don't. He's not me. Me personally, I'm Chris Evans all the way. Like, I've seen him go from, you know, sparking people in Human Torch outfits to now wearing, you know, bright red, white and blue, you know, and he's hitting people with a vibranium shield, and I'm happy with that. I can have that. I've seen him ride out for Thanos, I've seen him ride out for Ultron, I've seen him ride out for his own team as well. I've seen him go toe to toe with Iron Man himself. But me personally, I just feel like Falcon, it's not it. I watched the movie, spoilers ahead, I watched it. I just feel like there was certain scenes where I was like, I want to see Cap. I don't want to see a Falcon. That's not Captain. When he's telling me, like, he just don't got that serum in him. Like, you know, he needs that syringe. Like, he just don't look. He don't look right. I feel like I'm missing something.
Saying he ain't got enough drugs.
He's missing that. He's missing that. He's just missing that wow factor. Like, when I watch him when he's running around, I'm thinking, on your left. That's what I'm thinking about. On your left. Like, that he's the on your left guy. He's the guy who's pulling. Like, I just can't see. Fairs, he can fly. He can fly, and that's something Captain America can't do. But I'd rather take Captain America against a person who can fly.
You're still saying that Falcon can't be the new Captain America. He's been Captain America
for a little bit.
6 years now.
No, a little bit. I wouldn't say it as long.
You don't like Falcon and Winter Soldier?
It wasn't a bit of me. It wasn't a bit of me. I like Bucky. Yeah. I feel like Bucky could have been the next Cap. It's like there's a prime candidates that could have been next Cap.
You're hurting me.
No, but I'm being realistic.
I completely disagree.
No, I'm being realistic. I have to be realistic because
there has to be a new era. I think that Anthony Mackie, within the I was about to say DC, within the Disney universe, the Marvel universe. Yeah. Well, he's
Mickey Mouse
basically
universe.
It's kind of meta where, like, in the story he's trying to prove himself, and to the public, to the viewing public, he's trying to prove himself as well.
Yeah,
but I think he's got he's basically on a lose.
Yeah. I know. I can tell. Yeah,
we're always going to be thinking about Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier. Yeah, it's basically Captain America, Winter Soldier, and it was never really Falcon.
No.
Yeah. Falcon is his own character.
Yeah, he is. That's what I've had to. I've kept him in that aisle. Do you get what I mean? Like, you know, we've got Iron Man and War Machine. I don't cross War Machine with Iron Man, even though they do the same thing. I know what War Machine's about. Yeah. I know what Iron Man's about. I know what Iron Patriot is about. They're the same thing, but the character inside the suit does things differently. War Machine's thinking about heavier guns. Iron Man, Tony starts thinking about lasers.
Yes. All right. This is what I will say. Yeah. What I'm thinking is that the way it is written is he is supposed to be filling a void that cannot be filled.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like that.
Like, it's written like that. So obviously, in the actual comic books and stuff, you're supposed to feel the pain. That, oh my God, the guy who was the poster boy for America is gone.
Yeah.
And now someone else is drowning in his shoes trying to lift that. To kind of reinforce the idea that Captain America was the man.
Did you not get that?
Did you not get that?
No, I do get that feeling. In my opinion, I feel like the person who played Red Hulk, what's his name? Harrison. Amazing. He was amazing throughout the whole thing. Him learning how to change.
He took over from William Hurt, who in real life he died.
Literally. Yeah. And I respect that. And I respect the I respect his growth. I respect the leader being in the film. But it felt more of a Hulk film and not a Captain America.
Yes,
They should have replaced Hulk with Captain America.
No, what do you notice?
It's dilated.
It was a sequel to
Incredible Hulk. His girlfriend.
It was
literally in it.
Captain America.
So it's just literally a sequel, but I just feel like there's certain elements they could have carried through that they didn't. I didn't like the fact that he was just getting like piggybacks off the Wakandans. He was just getting a free vibranium wings, free vibranium this, vibranium.
At this point,
I don't rate.
At this point, that's how they explain away everything in the Marvel universe. It's all Wakandan. What's the thing?
Nanotech.
The disappearing helmets.
Nanotech.
The nanotech.
But I just even though through that, I feel like I've seen on Must. I don't feel like everyone should have the ability to do that. I feel like, why is Spider-Man got nanotech? That doesn't make any sense.
It's
whatsoever.
It's laziness, basically.
No, I hear it.
But within the context of all the limitations of the Marvel universe at this point, we know that they're going to have nanotech helmets.
Come on. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, but I'll give it to them.
Vibranium is basically shorthand for magic. They got magic suits. They got magic wings. Everything's magic. So on that playing field, we're just talking about we're
magic metals.
We're basically supposed to be concentrating on the characters and the story.
That's true.
So basically, you're telling me that we've got a downgrade Captain America. He's never going to be Steve Rogers.
No, he's not.
I disagree. I say he's a different character. Or he's got a similar viewpoint. We're just going to have to agree to disagree.
It's just the part. But most importantly, what do you guys think? What do you guys think out there? Drop your comments below and let us know what you think.
With more epic movie anime reviews and drawing tips, make sure you head down to www.sovereigncomics.co.uk. That's www.sovereigncomics.co.uk to get our latest Mr. Number Beta Maths comic book series and the latest merch. Sovereign Showdown.
Okay, guys, you're tuned in to another round of Sovereign Showdown, and right now we are talking about, this segment is called Who Did It Best. This next topic on Who Did It Best, we are talking about Batman. Who is the best Batman? What actor played the best Batman?
Adam West.
He was a dancer. He had the best Batmobile. He had the best
pair of thongs, and the best shark repellent.
Yeah, he was the shark repellent guy. He got the best dance moves.
Can you see Christian Bale with the shark repellent?
Oh, absolutely, he is the best.
Maybe, I don't know.
The thing about Adam West, he had a solution for every given scenario. Every kind of scenario you could find Adam West, he could sort it out.
No, I hear it. But his villains weren't good enough. They were too mediocre. Joker wasn't good enough. Nah, man, they weren't good enough. Nah. In my personal opinion, I'm a Kevin Conroy fan. To the day I die on that hill. Even after he died, he's the best.
So you think Kevin Conroy is the best?
He's the best Batman.
I would say, all right,
characterizing.
Me personally, the best Batman film was Christian Bale and Heath Ledger. Like, that is the best Batman film of all time.
What? The Dark Knight?
Yes, The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight is
all time.
I don't know.
The grit. Like, they actually made you believe that they were that they were him.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
Are you talking about you don't know?
You have
Christian
a little bit
Bale.
of a point. You have a little bit of. I see where you're going, but I think out of that trilogy, I think I prefer Batman Begins.
Begins. I need.
Batman Begins.
Yeah,
You can tell.
because it's got more of the gothic, the original look and original feel.
Different. Yeah.
When I look at The Dark Knight, it's a very good film. It's an excellent film,
Mm.
but it reminds me of Heat with Robert De Niro and Al Pacino a little bit because I think that's what it was trying to do.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I think it was. They were trying to do Heat with Batman, but it's still a very good Batman film. But
who did it the best? Who did it the best?
What Batman?
I say Christian Bale is the best Batman. Who did it the best? Yeah,
I could give it to Robert Pattinson in his new movie. It was 3 hours. I felt like it felt more.
It felt better. He's more of a Twilight guy. He's more of a Twilight. I'm expecting. I'm expecting
the level of detectiveness that they showcased. I felt like it was realistic. I like even the introduction of the Penguin because I watched the Penguin TV show as well, so it led in perfectly into that. Actually,
no, you can't lean on Penguin for this. We're talking about who did it best. I'm saying Christian Bale. Well. Saying Adam West. Well, I know he's joking. You must be joking.
Honestly, I'm Kevin Conroy.
Joking.
You're half joking.
I'm a Kevin Conroy guy. To the end.
Well, if you look at...
I would say Michael Keaton is better than Kevin Conroy.
Exactly.
Than Adam West.
Exactly. Of all the film Batmans, I would say Michael Keaton. And that was confirmed. Have you seen the what's that film that came out? Flash.
Yeah.
Have you seen Batman?
I quite like. He looks amazing. He was amazing. That was the best Batman.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton in Flash. He was very, very good.
Yeah, Michael Keaton in Flash. Yeah,
it was very, very good. He was very, very good.
I thought you were talking. No, man. Like when you said the Flash, I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking Zack Snyder and freaking
Ben
Affleck.
No. I'm talking about Batman in the Flash.
Yeah.
I think Michael Keaton in that movie, he was a phenomenal Batman.
He brought back that good old golden oldie style that we all love.
But I feel like
Christian Bale, he's the man.
Kevin Conroy,
he's the man. Do you know what? Yeah, for me, like when it started camp, and it was like it's all fun and game shark repellent, yeah. And then they try to get sexy with it, and then they try to get the sexy guys. Is like, yeah, he looks good looking. Who's gonna be the most good looking guy? Kind of like 007. Who's gonna be the good looking guy? Put on the suit, like the cut of his jib and all of that. But then we got serious, and then we got Christian Bale, and it's like he's not supposed to be that good looking, yeah? He's supposed to look like he could take a few punches. Do you know what I mean? He's not supposed to look like he's posing for Vogue magazine. Guy can take a good punching, and you're not gonna feel too bad about it. You're not gonna unpretty him up because he's already there. Do you know what I'm saying? And now he's giving it to you. And yeah, I love it.
Well, I said I was joking with Adam West, but the thing that I
was joking.
Every type of Batman is what they were trying to do. We know that the original 1966 version of Batman is supposed to be a joke. It's supposed to be a parody.
That's true.
We know that Michael Keaton's Batman is supposed to be. He's supposed to be dark. He's supposed to be brooding. He's supposed to be a bit, ghostly.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And so find the director as well.
Was successful at what they did.
Yeah. It's made by Tim Burton, so it was going to be dark and gloomy. It was hand in hand, and he did Batman Returns as well, which I think was a very good movie for Michael Keaton. But honestly, I'm just a Kevin.
Let him finish. Let him land. He was about to land.
Like, he's just more. Like I can recite some of the quotes he even says when he says, "Even the odds." That's the prestigiousness that character gives. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's just amazing. I think with his archetype of how he portrayed that Batman in all the different things he's been in, he's always portrayed at his best. He is the literal voice for the animated series Batman.
Well, Adam West?
No, Kevin Conroy. He's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. When you mentioned the new guy, who's kind of like Christian Bale, but he's not quite.
Robert Pattinson.
He's not quite as good. No, he's not
quite as good as Christian Bale. That's the thing.
He's trying to be moody.
His Batman is basically a rehash of Christian Bale's Batman.
Exactly.
And we don't really need it.
We don't need it.
We already got the Christian Bale.
We don't need it.
We don't need it.
Do you know what I mean? Like, stop. Like, make it your own. Yeah. When we had Heath Ledger, being the Joker, he wasn't trying to be. Who would you say was the best Joker? He wasn't trying to be.
Oh, the best Joker. I think the best Joker. I'll say the guy who had to cover up his moustache in the 1966 version. Yeah, his moustache and he had to paint over it.
Well, you know what, guys? Let us know who you think would be the
Yeah,
best
who do you
Batman.
think?
Honestly, I'm a Kevin Conroy fan, and he's the best.
Justin Bale,
Doesn't matter.
Adam West. But what do you guys think?
And thank you for tuning in to Sovereign Showdown.
Welcome back to Sovereign Showdown, where we're going to be discussing this time who is the best Spider-Man. So this is a controversial subject.
It is.
I ride out Andrew Garfield. He's done it the best. I feel like the way there's too much to say. In my opinion, his suit's the best. Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit is phenomenal. The eyes are perfect. It's as comic accurate as it gets. The Rhino scene at the end of the movie when he's swinging with the sewage, it's too amazing. And he's repping it, and he's a really good, friendly guy. I feel like he does lack in the department of being a Peter Parker. He's a bit too cool to be a bit of a Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a skateboard youth where he shouldn't be. Peter's a little bit I hit you down and you don't get up and you just have your books in your hand. That's Peter. Peter's not a skateboard guy. However, I did like the level of swag he wanted to portray with Peter Parker, but I feel like swagness goes to Miles Morales. That's not really a Peter Parker thing.
Yeah. We did make
Andrew Garfield, that's my Spidey.
Okay. What do you say?
Tom Holland. I love Tom Holland. He's my kind of guy. I prefer Tom Holland. Yeah.
Why?
Just, do you know what? Yeah, I just love. I love the way he acts. I just love the role that he played. I just like him. Some people you just gravitate to. I just like the way he was acting.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I just liked him.
Yeah, I'm
my
gonna have to
favorite.
disagree with both of you, and I'm gonna have to say Tobey Maguire.
No.
The reason I've got a couple of reasons because because I like Tobey Maguire. I grew up back in my day where I was watching Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and the other Spider-Man thing that came out at the same time. It was a cartoon, and my era of Spider-Man was kind of like it kind of had the classic villains. It kind of had the kind of semi-nerdy version of Peter Parker, but he wasn't all the way nerdy. He wasn't 60s nerdy. He was sort of semi-nerdy. I don't even remember that he was a nerd because I wasn't, I wasn't. But the comics that I did semi-collect is the Todd McFarlane. The Todd McFarlane classic run of Spider-Man where he was basically a grown-up. Him and Mary Jane, they lived together.
There's no more high school. High school's done now.
And it kind of reminded me of that era. So the other thing that I like about it is the filmmaker is Sam Raimi. He made all the Evil Dead movies. And the Evil Dead movies, I was really looking forward to his eye on Spider-Man. And he brought his horror kind of sensibility into the Spider-Man thing. So you might not recognize it if you only know him from Spider-Man, but he brought all the kineticness from his Evil Dead horror movies into the Spider-Man universe. And even when I first saw Tobey Maguire's screen test, you need to go and see Tobey Maguire's screen test, right? Because the studio didn't even want Tobey Maguire to be Spider-Man, and Sam Raimi made an amazing screen test where he was like Bruce Lee, and he was in the street. It was some guys coming to beat him up, and he battered them. And it looked amazing. Yeah, so I was waiting for Spider-Man to come out. When it came out, I wasn't disappointed. It reminded me of the Todd McFarlane comics. It reminded me of the 90s cartoon. Do you remember that 90s cartoon?
So I remember that cartoon.
And I went back to watch that cartoon. And I was analysing it. And I said, wait a minute, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is basically a continuation of the cartoon. They took so many elements of that cartoon and put it into the Spider-Man. And what's more, the Spider-Man 2, I think is the best Spider-Man film that has been made up. Yeah,
you can.
And it's got the best number one best scene. I don't have to say what scene it was. You know what scene it is, and if you're struggling,
when it was upside down, when it was upside down and gave it, it gave me a big smudge on the lips. Smudge on the lips.
And explain to me why it's the best scene, because even Tom Holland's Spider-Man tried
to incorporate that with the book, but that don't work. I get, but is the reason why the train scene was so good is the level of threat, the level of hype, the level of there's people now in danger. And even when he didn't even do well, they carried him out and said, we know who you are. He said, "We know you're Peter, but for you, we'll allow you because you saved us." I respect that. I thought that was hard, but me personally, I still think Andrew is he's just more saucier. When I saw the scene, when I saw him versus Electro, when he's in Times Square and everything's slowing down, and he's got the web shooter running out, and he's looking at next people about to touch the metal bars on the stairs, and they're about to get electrocuted, and he's looking around like, okay, my web shooter's out, and there's a police car flipping, and he's thinking to himself, well, I've got to put my spider sense on right now and see what I can do, and he spreads his webs to protect everyone, make sure everyone's safe. That's the level. Like, Toby can save people and he can deliver pizzas, but you can't save people like that, innit? That's what I'm personally saying. When I'm seeing him fight Lizard, and I saw the way he crawled around Lizard like that, that's the element of Spider-Man. When he fought Lizard and he went to his lair and he started playing down all the different webs to track him down, he actually incorporates the art of being a spider. And that's what I respect about it. And the swinging scenes are the greatest swinging scenes of all time. There's the first 5-10 minutes of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest cinema version of Spider-Man ever saw in my life. There's no dispute in every swinging scene. The way he climbs up the ropes, the way he swings, the texture, the way he's using the helicopter to fly across, and you can see Oscorp in the background. That's the level.
How much are they paying you for that, Ash?
That's the level.
Look, yeah. Tobey Maguire,
they paid him.
Right. It might not be the best of the Spider-Man films, but in Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire, he not only defeated the Green Goblin, he defeated Venom, and he defeated Sandman. He kind of defeated him.
In the middle.
Like, he mentally defeated him. But still, like, you're talking about Lizard and Rhino.
Yeah, but then Electro...
It did get more serious.
Electro is the point where people have to start being, oh, that's a bit mad. I don't think a Toby can beat an Electro. He can't. Can we get? He can't beat an Electro.
Take Electro seriously.
But
yeah, exactly.
Electro's theme tune.
Take it seriously. Jamie was a bit foxy. Look, you can't take him seriously. However, he is still Electro.
There was a lot that you couldn't take seriously.
50,000 volts inside your bolts in your bones. Honestly, that's what I think. But Toby just can't hang with certain men. Toby can't hang with an Electro. The way the spider sense that Andrew had to be using to just beat Electro, that means he's dodging stuff at the speed of lightning. Like, I'm not seeing that from Toby. I'm not saying his spider sense is mid. Me personally, I think Tom Holland is the latter.
Do you think Jamie Foxx's Electro can take out Dr. Octopus?
What, from, yes, he can.
You think he can?
Yeah, he can. I think he can.
Yeah, they met.
Yeah, I know they met, but I think he can. I'll give Dr. Octopus. But Tom Holland beat Dr. Octopus. No, he didn't.
But who beat that? Who beat Dr. Octopus?
Okay, you could. Well, what do you call it? Hold on. Tobey Maguire didn't even beat Dr. Octopus. He didn't even win.
In my mind, he didn't.
He didn't even win.
In my mind, he didn't. He won. He won the moral high ground.
But he didn't. No, that's an Anakin Obi-Wan. That don't make sense. He didn't win. He didn't win. He didn't win.
He won by having the best film.
He was the best film. It was a good film. I'm not saying. I will never say Amazing Spider-Man 2 is better than Spider-Man 2. I can't say that. Spider-Man 2 is amazing.
Okay, well, guys, what do you guys think? This is what we think. I was on the fence this time, but what do you guys think? That's the most important.
Really.
Drop a comment down below and let us know what you think.
You might get lucky and get a Spider-Man at that point.
Okay, guys, this is the segment where we talk about all things cinematic, and we're going to do a little film review, a little deep dive on the new Fantastic Four trailer. First steps. Now, it's not really been first steps. There's been many steps. They've got it wrong every time.
Couple steps backward, I'll be honest.
Couple steps backward, broken their ankles. What was it? Was it break a leg? They've broken many legs. And now let's see if the leg is going to stand up, and we're going to do a little deep dive and check out this trailer. Let's see what it's giving.
See what we're saying.
Welcome to the Baxter Building.
Baxter Building.
Do family dinner every week. Sunday at 7 on the dot, no matter what.
I wonder who cooks. That's a nice, fantastic movie as well.
The thing?
Yeah.
comic book accurate.
It is. It be as well, though. I respect that. Yeah, of course.
Is this guy good or what? I want to add a couple cloves of garlic. Not because it's not delicious. I just want to add a little bit of zip. Okay?
Yeah.
Before we went up the first time,
Yes.
you couldn't turn invisible.
It's giving.
It's good. Oh, trench coat Ben. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Looks a bit stiff, though.
Best looking, he means.
That's a good reflection.
The foreshadowing. Yeah.
Has always been a rock.
Yeah.
Johnny is Johnny.
Hi.
And I am right here.
I like that.
Whatever
Yes.
life throws at us, we'll face it together.
Yes.
Oh, the Fantastic Four car as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Galactus.
Yes.
As a family.
Yes. It's promising.
I think it can work.
It's promising greatness.
I think they've got a lot of I think they've got a lot of opportunities to spread out. If they're introducing Galactus, that means that's just massive high level threat. I'm hoping they don't do the same thing they did to Kang, which is just make him get smited down by ants. That will make me cry. Don't make a big bad beat so easily, in my opinion. If you're gonna bring Galactus and you're gonna bring Silver Surfer, because that's what comes with Galactus, it better be, you know what I mean. But yeah,
Ric Flair.
it's looking good. I think Human Torch looks nice. I like the way the cinders on the actual screen. I see the thing very, very well.
Let's talk about casting though. Dean, what do you think?
Casting wise,
It's been very stoic.
I think there's a problem with the Fantastic Four movies. I think the cast of the first one, the Tim Story one,
I think they were good. I think they were actually good.
The cast,
I think they were good. I think they were good. I think Chris Evans as Human Torch, nice.
No.
I think that was beautiful. I forgot who played
No.
Stephen Storm, but yo,
Jessica.
amazing. Words can't even describe. But and then Ben Grimm. I think the CGI could have been better for him, but of course it wasn't. Yeah, it was in a suit, and I respect him for wearing that. And the person who played Reed Richards,
Chikalis, I think his name was the guy who played Thing.
the thing.
Yeah.
I think he portrayed him very, very good. I liked even the girlfriend who was blind, the way he just all worked, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And the Silver Surfer, don't get
The
better.
thing
than
is that most people hate those.
I don't know why. Me personally, I
don't
don't know. Maybe I was young and I've just watched that, and that's all I know of the Fantastic Four. I just think the Silver Surfer one with Fantastic Four #2. I think that is the best they can get. In my opinion, that's what my eyes.
Casting
Just,
wise, perfect.
I don't think it's
apart from Doctor Doom, I don't know what.
yeah, that's where they
Perfect.
went a bit off.
You're saying perfect. Well, you know what? I think they try to go too Hollywood. Too Hollywood with Chris Evans and Jessica Alba. They try to go too sexy with it. Yeah? They try to go too sexy. Oh, he's the Human Torch. Get some sexy man. Oh, she's Invisible Woman. You might want to see those breasts under the thing. Get freaking Jessica Alba. They just try to be too. Wait. Let me in. I'm coming in for London. You know what? What they're doing right now reminds me of what they did with Christian Bale and The Dark Knight, because they just stripped it all away. They're like, you know what? Let's stop playing games now. Let's strip all of that tinsel and all that shine away, and let's just give it a nice. Let's sand it down. Let's sand down everything. Wait. They're like, sand down everything. Take away. It's not even in the same time zone. I just want to. It's like a bad relationship, you know. You just want to forget what happened before.
Yeah.
We're not going to the same coffee shop. We're not even wearing those anymore. Goes in the bin, and we're starting again. They took it out of the time zone where we're in the freaking 60s.
Yeah, it's
we're
true.
freaking
They did go back.
We're there. We're back there. Do you know what? Grim isn't just going to be like, oh, I sound like playing Grim, and now, I'm a rock guy. No, I sound like playing Grim. No, he's the man. Yeah, he's a normal guy, and it was an unfortunate accident. It doesn't even fit him. He doesn't even sound like he should be freaking the thing. It doesn't sound right. because it's an unfortunate thing that happened to him. And I think this is what they freaking didn't capture. The other thing, when they were trying to be sexy, it was like, oh, I'm a big stocky guy. I got rock all over my face. One more thing. Fortunately, but I'm strong. Oh, you little punk. You know what I mean? No, it's unfortunate. He was the Rock. Now they're being very kind of metaphoric with it, and it's all about family. Didn't you hear what she said right at the end? It's about family. This is family.
Yeah,
it's something unfortunate has happened to our family. It's got nothing to do with, person acted in that, so they'll be good in this. All of those actors, it's like a fresh start.
So it's like Fast and Furious. It's about family.
No, don't.
What's up? Yeah. So basically, that I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. They stripped it back. They've gone back to the
sanded it down.
But they sanded it down and they've gone realistic. But they tried that.
No, but they did not.
Do you remember Fan Four Stick?
I actually don't.
It was the last Fantastic Four film that 20th Century Fox released. And it was kind of, they tried to turn it into
Fan Four Stick.
Yeah. A body horror.
Yeah.
And they made it ultra realistic.
Yeah, and then the thing just looked horrendous. I remember that.
The point that you're making, I like the point that you're making. It's wrong, but I like it.
Yeah, it's wrong, right?
Everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's got an opinion. Anyway,
I was going to say there's other things that are cool. I was going to say it.
Yeah, but I see what you're saying though. But the thing is that with Chris Evans, he was an unknown when he was cast as.
He was. No one even knew.
He wasn't.
I'm sure that he made his debut elsewhere before them.
He was basically an unknown. He made his name through partly doing that and partly doing Captain America.
He was too flamboyant. Something.
They are the prototype superhero family.
They are Marvel's first family.
It might be cliche. It might have been done a million times, but when they did it,
there's a Captain West in there.
Basically,
with his hats on his head.
It's basically the first time they made one of these comics. Yeah. That's why it's so cliche. And that's why Jessica Alba was, in the first one. I'm not saying she's the greatest actress.
She was sexy, don't get me wrong.
Chris Evans, he was the perfect casting. They even brought him back for Wolverine and what's that?
Deadpool, yeah.
They killed
to play him as Human Torch.
They killed him off. But
he was still there.
The perfect casting because that's what they were supposed to be celebrities. They were supposed to be larger than life. I was just looking at the thing, this one, and I was thinking,
I love what they've done.
I like what they did.
Fresh start.
That the casting is wrong. I would say, I'll stand behind what I would say.
As long as you stand behind and not in front.
If they take the cast from the Tim Story early 2000 iteration of Fantastic Four, they put it in this one.
It'll work perfectly.
Yeah,
I think I'll actually ride on that. Me personally, I think they could do that. I think just change the Thing's CGI and everything will be alright. That's me personally. Just make the Thing look like how he looks in this, and it'll be perfect. Me personally, just don't even change anything. Just don't change the Silver Surfer. The actress looks pretty good. The only thing to change, Doctor Doom.
Do you know what?
You're never gonna get Doctor Doom.
I know, and they want to do. Don't even get me started with Tony Stark and Doctor Doom.
Tony Stark as Doctor
Doom. I don't even want that.
Tony Stark as Doctor Doom.
Don't make sense. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's
but
not supposed to.
I guess it's all in the name. First steps. They want you to have amnesia, like you fell down the stairs, licked your head, and forgot all about what happened before. This is first steps. So, guys, what do you think? What is your thoughts? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think.
With more epic movie anime reviews and drawing tips, make sure you head down to www.sovereigncomics.co.uk. That's www.sovereigncomics.co.uk to get our latest Mr. Number Beta Maths comic book series and the latest merch. Drop a comment, subscribe and hit the bell to always be reminded of our latest videos.